As you can see from the video, this is a book called How to Be Here by Rob Bell. He says the world is unfinished. Everything is in flux, in motion. God is looking for partners to co-create his universe with. I think he just means being creative in general. Obviously, we're not going to be able to create a tree or create a bird out of nothing. Only God can do that. We came from nothing and was given life. This is why we create our lives. Life is too short to help make a world you don't want to live in. Build a life. Build a world you want to be part of. It's true. We came from nothing. We came from nothing. And from my readings in near-death experience books, apparently we decide to come to Earth in these bodies and to take on these challenges that we face. I don't know how true that is, but that's what a lot of people say. When you pray, begin your prayers by acknowledging that your life is a gift, and that gift flows from a source. You're here, you're breathing, and you received a gift, a generous, extraordinary gift, that gift called life. I've even read this in the Bible. When you pray, pray with thanksgiving. I think Jesus said that in Matthew. Pray to God and thank God for everything that you've been given, and thank him for what's coming, so that you have faith in what you're praying for. You, in quotations, has not been attempted before. There can be only one you. Keep in mind that everybody starts from a blank page, from the same place, nothingness. We all come from nothingness. This world, this universe, everything came from nothingness, and it became somethingness. When you say yes to your life and your path, you are entering into the world of creation. And Bell introduces a Japanese word called ikigai. It sounds like ikigai, but it's spelled I-K-I-G-A-I. This word means reason to live. It means purpose in life, reason for being. Your ikigai is what you give your energies to, what you say yes to, what you say no to, what new challenges you take on, and so forth. I think this is an interesting concept, ikigai, your reason to live. Although I would say there are many reasons to live other than even what he mentions here. Listen to your life. Look back on the moments when you felt most connected to the world around you. To be here is to embrace the spiritual challenge of your ikigai. Really, a lot of misery can be alleviated if you just listen to your life, listen to the rhythms. I was working out real hard for a long time, not stretching enough, and going through some stressful times. And my back went out on me one day. I mean, it just, out of the blue, it just went out. And I had to crawl. I had to get a crutch. And within a week, I started to feel a lot better because I started stretching, and I didn't do any hardcore exercise or weightlifting. And then in 2 weeks, I'm doing yoga, and I'm touching my palms to the floor. But I have had previous experience with yoga. I did it for about a couple years, many years ago. So I do have some experience and muscle memory, I suppose. So it was as if I had changed my body. It's like I went from this stressed body to this limber body. And now I'm doing yoga all the time, keeping that back stretched, All right, so here's the next one. Whoever you are, whatever your ikigai is, and however you move in the world, it always involves risks. Whether you are creating anything, you take a risk. There's also another risk, the risk of not trying at all. Yeah, I mean, I suppose that's a risk on some level, but there's a risk in living. You could die any moment. I could die any moment. You know, there's risk in just existing, to be honest. It doesn't matter if you're doing anything or not. Your risk is life itself. When you don't try, you risk settling and continuing in the same direction in the same way. Settling means not surviving. It could even mean giving up. Yeah, settling is bad. If you look at some of the greatest people who ever lived, they never settled for a certain way of doing things. They never settled into a certain type of music they wrote. They never, like Mozart just kept on growing, and Da Vinci just kept on painting, but doing new things, trying out new techniques, even into old age. Mozart didn't live that long, but still, he kept trying new things up to his death at 35. Though he talks about hard work, the author also advises the reader to slow down. When you stop to pay attention, you learn how much you've been missing. This means taking one day off per week. That's difficult, especially if you are driven towards something. But eventually you're going to have to stop. You're going to have to slow down. I had to do it with my workouts. And Bell ends the book with these words: I want you to be here. I want you to see and feel and notice and enjoy your life. Not just as you sit quietly, but as you go, as you work, as you find your path and throw yourself into it, surrendering the outcomes as you risk and grow and work your craft. Some nice words to end the book by. Anyway, that's the video, and thank you for watching. Bye.